question number 1, like work done in moving a charge of 6 coulomb between 2 points is 10 joule. So I am moving a charge A to B. Work done is 10 joule. I take it external work done. It is 10 joule in moving a charge from, and the charge which is moving is actually 6 coulomb from A to B. What is potential difference between those 2 points? So we know external work done will be Q into VB minus VA. External work done in moving a charge from A to B will be Q into VB minus VA. Now Q is 6 coulomb. Potential at B, potential difference is given, VB minus, we are actually asked the potential difference, and work done by the external force is 10 joule. So that potential difference would come out to be 5 by 3 volt. So this is question number 1 for you. Now let's take question number 2 here. In fact, I have changed the sequence for better understanding. This is question number 2. What should be the velocity of a particle having charge plus 2e? So you have a particle, there is a point A, there is a point B. The particle is having a charge of plus 2e and it is having a mass of 1.6 gram and it is kept at A. It was having a velocity u. The particle of mass m which is kept at A was having a velocity u, and it is finally coming to rest as it is moving from A to B. It is finally coming to rest. So V initial may be u and final velocity is 0, finally coming to rest while moving from A to B, where the potential is of A is 10 volt and potential at B is 110 volt. So question is, find u. With what velocity was it sent so that it could reach to a higher potential with a final velocity 0. So I have the relation work done by the external force in moving from A to B will be what? Q into VB minus VA. Now here the work done by the external force in moving from A to B would be charge is plus 2E, VB is 110 volt and VA is 10 volt. It means external force is required. External force is required. So this is external work required in moving the charge from low potential to high potential. Now if external work is required and there is no source of external work, like in the question, what should be the velocity of a particle having charge plus 2e and mass 1.6 gram at point A so that it finally, so there is no external work done, but external work required. So external work required will be obviously at the expense of kinetic energy. I would say it is half m v initial square minus half m v final square. So it is actually loss in kinetic energy which will come in the form of plus 2e into 100 volt. Final, so external work required or loss in kinetic energy. So I would say half m v initial square maybe u square, final velocity is 0, is equal to 2 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 into 100. The value of mass is also 1.6 gram into u square is 2 into 1.6 10 to the power minus 9 10 to the power minus 17. So from here we get that initial velocity u. It comes out to be 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter per second. It means the charged particle which started from here should have initial velocity 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter per second, so that by the time it reaches here it should come to stop because of the reason that it is moving itself, system is moving itself from low to high potential. So its kinetic energy, external work is required for this. There is no source of external work. It means it will be at the expense of kinetic energy of it. Now I take that question number here, I call it question number 3 here. this time. There is a particle of mass 1.6 gram. It is just reverse question. There is a particle which has a mass 1.6 gram, same mass, and has a charge plus E. Particle is kept at rest at a point A having a potential of 100 volt. So this time potential of A is 100 volt, high potential. In previous question potential was low and it was moving to high potential. This time we are making it charge E to move from high potential to low potential. There is a point B here which has a potential of 50 volt. Question is, what is gain in velocity? What is gain in velocity? Earlier we were talking the final velocity is 0 and initial velocity what should be there so that it could reach there from low to high potential. This is the case of charge moving from high to low potential. So we know the same relation, work done by the external force or work required by the external force will be Q into VB minus VA. Now the external work is required. This is the required external work, and required external work should be always written as 1 by 2 half m V initial square minus half m V final square is equal to Q into VB minus VA. So here initially it was at rest, minus half, mass is 1.6 gram, V final square is equal to, charge is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19, VB is 50 volt and VA is 100 volt. So V final comes out to be 10 to the power minus 7 meter per second. So the two questions were just reversed. In the previous question, it was having some kinetic energy was lost because the work required by the external work, by the external force, your external work required was there, positive. This time external work required will be negative. If you find it, external work required is negative. You are moving from high to low potential. It means it is actually at the expense of system is doing work, it will go in the form of gain in kinetic energy. So that's how these two questions, these two concepts. And now I would come to question number 4. Very simple, interesting question. You can do it in a minute. There is a point charge Q which has a value plus 4 microcoulomb and it is situated at origin. Now find potential difference between 2 points. There is a point A here with coordinates 2, 0 and there is a coordinate B here with there is a point B here with coordinates 0, 1 meter. It means what is the potential difference between V, A and B? This is what is required. So very simple question. If I say what is VA, so it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by 2, Q by RA, let's call it RA, let's call it RB. It has no direction, so it will be 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 2. So potential at A comes out to be 18 into 10 to the power 3 volt. Similarly, if you are looking for the potential at B, it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by RB. So 9 into 10 to the power 9, charge is 4 into 10 to the power minus 6, RB is here 1 meter. So potential at B will be 36 into 10 to the power 3 volt. Now how much is VA minus VB? In fact, we are going to look for VB minus VA. Potential at B is higher in this case than potential at A. So it will be 36 minus 18 into 10 to the power 3 volt. So 18 into 10 to the power 3 volt. This is the potential difference. Simple question. Now we'll look at question number 5. Find potential at center of a square of side 1 meter at 4 corners of which you have So you have a square provided here. The charges at four corners A, B, C and D are Q1 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb, Q2 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb, Q3 minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb, and Q4 8 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb. So you have charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4, and you have a square of each side 1 meter. Find potential at center of the square. So the first thing which we are looking for is what is potential at center of the square? You know, if this is 1, the diagonal will be root 2 and each half of this will be root 2 by 2. So it is going to be 1 by root 2 meter. If I look for BO, similarly if I look for AO, it will be 1 by root 2 meter. So first thing I need is what is the potential at center O. So if I am looking for what is the potential at center O, it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by 1 by root 2 plus Q2 by 1 by root 2 plus Q3 by 1 by root 2 plus Q4 by 1 by root 2. Here sign of charge will matter. We'll put the sign of these charges. So it is 10 to the power minus 8. Here Q2 will be 4 into 10 to the power minus 8. Q3 will be minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 and Q4 is 8 into 10 to the power minus 8. So here potential at O will be 9 into 10 to the power 9 into root 2. And Q1 is, and 10 to the power minus 8 can also be taken common. So inside it is 1 plus 4 minus 5 plus 8. So finally we are getting it 8 into 9, 72 root 2 into 10 to the power 1 volt or 720 root 2 volt, which is 1018.08 volt. So what we have obtained till now? Potential at point O. We could get it. It was simple. Also find, now this is important point, also find what work is required to move a charge of 2 microcoulomb from center to point E. Now look at this question. Here you have a point E and it is here. What work is required to move a charge of 2 microcoulomb? So I am shifting a charge of 2 microcoulomb from O to E. Now obviously, I know one relation. Work done to move from O to E will be Q into VE minus VO. And this is the work done by external force, or work required to be done by external force. So I need the potential of E also before I could calculate. So let's find the potential at E. If we have obtained the potential at O, I am removing these diagonals so that you can easily calculate now potential. You can understand calculation of potential at E. How much will be this gap? This is going to be 0.5. This is going to be 1. So this will be root of 1 square plus 0.5 square. So this is root 1.25. Similarly, how much will be this? Root 1.25. And for point C, it is obviously just 0.5 meter apart. And for Q2 also it is 0.5 meter apart. So if I am looking for potential at E here, it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 10 to the power minus 8 Q1 by root 1.25 plus Q2 4 into 10 to the power minus 8 divided by 0.5 plus minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 divided by 0.5 plus 8 into 10 to the power minus 8 divided by root 1.25. So as a whole we get potential at E from here, like we can see here, 543.21 volt. So we have obtained potential at E, which is 543.21 volt. We have obtained potential at O, which is 1018.08 volt. What work is required to move it from O to E will be Q into VE minus VO. And this is the work required by external force. Charge is 2 microcoulomb, which is to be shifted. Potential at E is 543.21 volt. Potential at O is 1018.08 volt. So what are we getting? The work required comes out to be, by the external force, the work required comes out to be minus 950 microjoule. So no work is required by the external force. Itself, it will move from, no work is required by the external force. In fact, it is minus work is required by the external force. It means system will move it from O to E itself. So if we are looking for the shifting O to E, it is the system, it is the charge itself will move from O to E, and during that shifting 950 microjoule of energy will be used by system. So this is how, this is question number 5 for you.